Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Wednesday, December 24th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Over the next few days, Jen Lehner and I are going to be recapping the year, talking about our favorite social media moments of the year, our favorite tech gadgets of the year, and making predictions for 2026. To begin with, we're going to start by looking at our predictions that we made for 2025 and whether or not they came to pass. We're going to get into that after the break.
Dreaming of buying your first car or new home? Knowing your FICO score is the first step to making it real. With MyFICO, you can check your score for free, and it won't hurt your credit. You'll get your FICO score, full credit reports, and real-time alerts all in one simple app. Your credit score is more than just numbers. It's the key to building the future you've been working toward. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and take the mystery out of your FICO score.
Welcome back. Here's Jen Lehner and I talking about our predictions for 2025 and whether or not what we predicted came to be. Jen, I can't believe it. It's a year and we're already back here to do this again.
I can't believe it's been a year. It definitely does not feel like a year.
For people who are not familiar with you, Jen, can you tell us who you are and what it is that you do?
Sure. I am Jen Lehner, and I am an AI strategist and consultant. I have a online membership where we come together and we share all of the cool AI efficiencies that we're bringing into our business and into our lives. I'm also an AI consultant, and I have on the side, I have an agency, a staffing agency, where we match you with your perfect match virtual assistant, human virtual assistant. And yeah. How about
so many
you,
things
Daniel?
that you do. So I am a product manager in my normal 9-to-5 life. I work on apps and websites, adding features, working with development teams, and I host a podcast called the Instagram Stories, where I talk about all the new features that have been added to Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Threads, and the Edits app. I find clips from people who work at the platforms and insert them in the show and then give my take on top. So I try to keep everyone who listens up to date on social media news, very similar to what you do, Jen, with your daily show.
Awesome.
So today we are going to be reviewing the predictions that we made for 2025, seeing if they came to fruition or not, looking at events and notable things in the social media and tech world over the past 12 months, and making some predictions for 2026. Let's start with looking at what we predicted for 2025 and seeing if any of them came to pass. Jen, do you want to start?
Sure. I think I had predicted that there would be a lot more AI content. That was kind of a no duh. I mean, I'm looking back on this and going, wow, well, that was just so imaginative. I predicted more wearables, and I also predicted more agents, like a lot more agentic AI. And I guess all three of those did come true.
I think about Sora, which we're going to get into, and I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot of AI related topics as we go through this. But even though you say I picked an obvious one of more AI, I didn't anticipate anything like Sora in 2025. So I'm going to say that one came to pass much more than I even expected.
So true. What were your predictions?
So I picked that we would have more conversations about burnout. I don't think that actually came to pass the way I thought, but I did do a Google search for the term social media burnout, and it didn't seem to exist or be searched for at all until 2025. So there was some indication that that's a thing people care more about. Yeah. I predicted that YouTube Shorts would completely replace TikTok, which I was 100% wrong on. And I predicted smart speakers with LLMs, which is available. That is something that Amazon has had, but it has not moved the needle in any meaningful way that I've seen so far. But I have seen LLMs improve greatly over the past 12 months. So that one, not as much either, but I was wrong about some things and less wrong on other things. I'll say it like that.
And you know, it really is fun to do these predictions because, like you said, I mean, with Sora, who saw that coming? And with regard to the LLMs and the smart speakers, you know, you weren't exactly wrong because they're putting, I mean, if we're going to call like our TV sets and our automobiles smart speakers attached to the LLMs, because, you know, all of that just hit the scene. So we got to keep our eye on that.
You're 100% right. let's dive into more of some of the things that we've seen over the past 12 months. And let's start by talking about our favorite social media news stories of 2025. If you don't mind, I'd like to go first. And I thought about the couple at the Coldplay concert who were having the affair. If you didn't see, I mean, it got 100 million views. It was the CEO of the company Astronomer and the company's chief people officer. Both of them were reportedly married at the time. They came on the kiss cam when the camera was going around, and they immediately tried to run out of the frame. And it was just so painfully obvious. One of the reasons I picked this, though, is it really taught me that we have no expectation of privacy when we go to a public place. We shouldn't expect to have privacy, and therefore we should know that going into anything, any event, any place. If you're going to do something stupid, it very well may catch up with you because of it.
So true. So true. I picked, okay, I'm going to cheat and I'm just going to touch on three briefly. Okay. One was Lamont Landers. It wasn't so much like a huge social media story as much as he is just a phenomenon in and of himself. So you just have to Google him, go look him up on Instagram if you haven't seen him. I think he made an appearance on, something big, not the Super Bowl.
I want to say America's Got Talent.
Maybe America's Got Talent, but also something else. Anyway, he's this really like nerdy looking redheaded guy. And the minute that he opens up his mouth to sing, you can't believe. In fact, on his subtitles, on all of his TikToks and his YouTube, he has an overlay that says, "This is my voice. This is not, this has not been edited with someone else's voice," because they do not match. But it's to me, I think it's like the voice of a generation. He has the most incredible voice, like what's his name? Just some of the old soul, singers from, Otis Redding. It's just crazy. Okay. Walmart guy. This is kind of a recent story where there was a greeter at Walmart and it turns out that he's a former veteran. His wife died not too long ago, and he's basically having to work 7 days a week to keep the lights on. And he was just such a sweet man. And long story short, the internet came together and raised like over $1 million for him to pay for his retirement, to get a house for him. You just have to watch it. It's a really feel good story. And then the last one, not such a feel good story, was Katy Perry's space trip. It was just so incredibly cringy. And the way that the world and the internet and social media reacted to that whole space trip, but particularly Katy Perry's very cringy way that she handled all of it, was quite fascinating.
I love that. And I like the things that you picked because some I'm a little bit familiar with, some I'm more familiar with. So I like the wide variety of choices that you had in this category.
Well, thank you, sir.
I'm going to stop it for a quick second while we take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about our favorite TikTok trend of 2025. Stick around.
Ready to buy a car, a home, or just want to take control of your money? Your FICO score matters, and 90% of top lenders use it to make decisions. Check your FICO score for free today without hurting your credit score. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app today. MyFICO gives you the score lenders use most, plus credit reports and real-time alerts to help keep you on top of your credit. Visit myfico.com/free and take the mystery out of your FICO score.
Welcome back. I'm talking with Jen Lehner, who is the host of the Front Row Entrepreneur Flash Briefing. And we're talking about our favorite things from 2025. And now we're going to get into our favorite TikTok trends of 2025. Let's move on to the best TikTok trend of 2025. Jen, would you like to go first, please?
Sure. For me, that was a no-brainer. I loved and still love the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl halftime TikTok trend. And I mean, I don't even want to tell you the hours that I wasted, because once the algorithm figured out that I liked this trend, I saw every single possible version of the dance related to that song. And it just, it was an earworm that I just loved. How about you?
I love that. So I picked about the singer Role Model. He's really, I would say, a one-hit wonder. He has some other good songs, but that's definitely the biggest one. And the main song is called Sally. That's really popular. And whenever he did a concert and performed this song, he would have a random famous person, usually female, come out on stage and join him. And he brought out people like Natalie Portman, Kate Hudson, Hilary Duff. And every week it seemed like he was performing. So on Monday morning, TikTok would show me, here's where a Role Model was performing over the weekend. And here's the famous person that he brought out. And for some reason, I was so invested in this, seeing which person who was so available or liked the song so much that they would move around their busy schedule to be on tour with him just for the day. So I was a big fan of that.
Okay, I never heard of that one. So what do we search for? At Role Model?
Yeah, his name is Tucker, I believe, but the band name is Role Model.
Okay.
It's a catchy song for sure. You, probably once you hear it, you'll be like, oh, I've heard this a million times. I just never connected it.
All right, I got to check that out.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. If you want to hear us talk about the biggest social media fail of 2025, our favorite new Instagram feature of the year, and a lot more, come back next time. As always, thank you so much for listening.
Let's get it. The year was 2013. You posted your first pic and you're glad your post got seen. Your friends liked it too, but what you didn't know is what posting on that platform would do. Taking all your time and attention, doom scrolling. Also, let me mention, you gotta post on every platform, putting content on every set just to conform. Likes gave you validation and you got hooked. Now engagement is down, you feeling overlooked. Hey, keep coming back for more podcasts. And find me on Instagram at Daniel Hill Media. I'm gone.
Dreaming of buying your first car or a new home? Knowing your FICO score is the first step in making it real. With MyFICO, you can check your score for free and it won't hurt your credit. You'll get your FICO score, full credit reports, and real-time alerts all in one simple app. Your credit score is more than just numbers. It's the key to building the future you've been working toward. Visit myfico.com/free or download the MyFICO app and take the mystery out of your FICO score.